Yep. I'm gonna admit it. I'm going a lot slower with this than I normally would, and distracted somewhat because I'm talking to people. Um, just clean this up. But I have plenty of time to complete this tonight. Be... Wait. Duh. When? When did you guys get here? Emily? Come on.
Jesse, hey!
Emily, how did she get down here?
What are you doing down here, Emily?
What do you mean? You called me down, remember?
I'm pretty sure I didn't.
No, that's right. You didn't. But then, I remember you needing me to come here. I mean, you even told me how to get in. Let's just chalk it up to synchronicity so we can get to work.
She takes everything in stride.
The board called me down here to deal with the situation. The astral plane is...
Colliding with our world, I know. Isn't it fascinating? I never even considered that the astral plane could be a physical volume expanding beyond its dimensional container. The bleed is localized to this area, but its growth rate seems steady. Given time, it will consume the entire Bureau, and possibly beyond.
That's what I'm here to stop. The board told me to fix the nail over there by dismantling 4 locks in the astral plane. Funny, I think it's put itself back together a bit.
So that could be due to the law of inverse exchange. For every associated component you remove, this nail reconstructs. Or possibly some variation of anti-sympathy. Don't worry, I'll look into it. Did you notice all the Bureau infrastructure? It looks like there was a research team stationed down here at some point. Do you think Darling knew about this?
I'd put money on it. That reminds me, have you seen Marshall? She contacted me over the hotline, but then I saw her walking around.
I haven't seen her. The hotline only connects to extraplanar entities. Or dead people. But Marshall's proved time and time again that she's a survivor.
That's exactly what I thought.
Anyway, I've been looking into the minerals growing down here. Have you noticed how they insist on maintaining a certain form? Maybe some sort of a state memory, or they consciously prefer a certain shape?
I think we're on a clock here, Emily. I need to stop the astral bleeding before it brings the oldest house down. See what you can find out from the nail in the meantime. And send out some rangers to look for Marshall. She may be in trouble.
Will do, Jesse. If you see anything interesting, remember to take detailed notes.
Hope's Collection. Hold to activate. Yep, of course we're gonna activate it. We gotta get this quest going.
Jesse, you're back. So did you find anything noteworthy? The original Bureau expedition down here left so much interesting stuff behind.
Like their ID cards. I picked up a weird one. It's pretty old.
Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, I found a few ID cards myself. Or, more accurately, the Rangers found them for me.
Are you starting a collection?
I'm going for the whole set. I kid, of course. But I suppose they are sort of like baseball cards, except for Bureau stuff from the 60s. Hey, the one you found is different than mine. It looks like it's a higher clearance level.
A rare one, then. Want to keep it, Emily?
Yeah, I absolutely do. But I think you should hang on to it for now. High clearance access might come in handy.
Sounds like you have something in mind.
Guilty. See, I've been going through Dr. Ash's notes, or the ones I can find, anyway. Like Darling, he seemed to enjoy hiding his most relevant research. From what I gather, there is another floor beneath the warehouse with a special lab that requires 5 high-level staff members just to access. Here, take this. It's an old skeleton key. Something else the Rangers found. I give them $5 for every useful trinket they bring me.
I'm gonna assume this key is my ticket to that lower floor. And that super secret lab you mentioned.
Bingo bango, as Dr. Darling used to say. But keep your eyes peeled for more ID cards around the warehouse. If Ash's notes are reliable, and I'm sure they are, then 5 is the magic number.
Find IDs. ID cards. I found 3, so we're missing 2, and I know where the other 2 are. Oh, yeah. That's
Another one of
4.
those ID cards. Security chief.
I can't tell if that's outside or if that was the game. Hey! I'm guessing there's a... There's still one left? Probably for the sake of speed, because we are trying to get to the fun part. The bunk bed on the table in the yellow building at the top. Yeah, this is right. I knew that was gonna happen. Come on. Ah. Whoa. Yeah.
This ID card was for an excavation engineer. Why did so many people abandon their cards down here?
Hi, cuz. Just a chill night.
From the layer of dust on this place, nobody's swept here in years. Not even Ati. No way he'd stand for this. There's an elevator, which I'm sure is super safe, in a space in each terminal for an ID card. But which card goes where? It worked. Now I just have to get on a rickety elevator that goes who knows how far down.
That's gotta be a time. Basement lab. No.
Dust. Still.
Oh!
lab's way
Whoa!
better than any darkness. Why would they need such a heavy door down here?
If we do anything, let's just check around. God, there's a whole lab down here, which is insane. What's that? Why is that? What's this? There really is nothing else here. No it. What for this process design, huh? You've evolved to have lasers. How and why?
This looks like the nail, only mini.
Oh, were they trying to... Oh no, were they trying to do what I think they were trying to do?
A document. Is this in some kind of code? Can't read a word of it. I should take this back to Emily and tell her I got into Ash's secret lab.
I think they were trying to make a whatchamacallit. They were trying to make their own nail. Northmore. Final warning. Dr. Theodore Ash Jr. as Director of the Federal Bureau of Control and chosen representative / liaison / benefactor of the greater authority of the board, I demand your immediate withdrawal from the Foundation. Prior memos issued broadly to Foundation staff called for swift reassignment of all personnel to the upper levels of the House. All staff complied except you. This demonstrates a lack of respect for my office and the board itself. This is their house, and we are their guests. We should conduct ourselves accordingly. Normally, such insubordination would be grounds for dismissal, but out of respect for your late father, consider this instead my final warning. The board and Director Ash chose me as successor to the office, and no amount of petulance will change that. Indeed, your actions seem to suggest you know better than myself, and by extension, better than the board. Permit me to assure you that this is not possible. Ooh. That is not a good thing to say, though. Oh. The rocks are different. Yeah, that doesn't. It sounds like there was a feud between the two sides. Not good. Not good at all. What I was thinking, he was trying to make a nail, I think. I don't know what that was for. But, okay.
If it isn't my favorite director.
I found Ash's secret lab.
Excellent. Please tell me everything. Spare no details.
Well, there was another cave. The walls were covered in paintings of eyeballs. The research seemed dedicated to studying a kinda smaller version of the nail. It looked like the same material as the one up here, but just a different shape.
Well, are you sure you didn't see any functioning prototypes? Or at least some schematics? I mean, Dr. Ash was a very accomplished engineer.
None. Sorry. I did find this handwritten note.
Wow. Ash had terrible handwriting. Never meet your heroes, right? That looks like a transcribed conversation between Ash and someone named F. Ooh. Oh, this is juicy. This'll take me days to parse out. Maybe weeks.
Have you ever thought about taking a vacation, Emily?
Are you kidding? This is my vacation, Jesse.
Don't be a stranger.
Oh my god. She's at that point, and she literally loves her job. So asking her to take a vacation is kind of like, yeah, essentially this is her vacation. It's like, I'm gonna do this. So yeah. um. this? Don't know what that means, but okay. Guessing I go this way? No. Ah, okay. So they give you two paths. One where we destroy everything. And one where we... Realistically... So, like I said, you were supposed to go. What? Should be right there, unless the map is. Let's see. Yeah. Oh. Nice. Hey! What are you doing? Whoa. I am super distracted. It's just Sunday night. It's just Saturday night. It's just... It's when everybody's off work, like I said, and they know I'm up at night, late at night, so... They all decide to message me all at once, and it's like, okay. There they all are. What are you doing? Ah. Oh, that's where you are. Okay. Okay, I found you now. So what do you plan to do? I'm probably gonna. Get out of here. Fractured cavern. You're not kidding about the fractured part.
This area looks newer. Is it from the upper floors?
What the? You know what? I could have ran to this door and been like, hey, how do I get inside? And yet... Wait, I just... complete the collapsed department ritual. I really don't see the point of opening. Oh, actually, you might be doing it. Just yeah, this is a fire break area. Oh boy. Collapsed apartment.
There's something behind that his barrier.
Well, it's gonna have to take a moment. Oh, it was just a way to... That's the weird part about all this. Like, there's 7 of them, which means they could go anywhere, right? Data entry and file. Ship the count. To whoever finds this, I am Containment Processes Designer Janine Gibbs, and I am writing this document. I'm writing to this document the largest building shift ever to ever occur. Here are the facts: a considerably large section of the containment sector, including the processes and protocol offices, our research facilities, and a fair chunk of the fire break have been yanked down to a chasm that reaches far below lobby level, I think. It was a violent shift, and I regret to report several casualties. Injuries were sustained by all, but many of us, myself included, are still mobile. We set up a base camp and started triangulating. There are little supplies. We explored our surroundings and found caverns of all kinds. Maybe we're in some kind of cave threshold like the quarry? Whatever. Wherever we are, we're not the first. There were some rusty Power cords, old lights, signs, infrastructure. What was this area used for? Why did they seal it off? Why have we never heard of it? More importantly, how are we going to get out of here? At least you know what's important, which is how do we get out of here? And just push the button. So we don't have to run through that again. Goodbye. AWE, it's an Ultra World event. 37. That's like 2 after the second one after 35, which was the Bright Falls incident. A series of reverberating sounds observed in downtown Kiev with no clear point of origin. The event was witnessed by the city's general public. Mental and physical symptoms were reported, including asphyxia, sleep paralysis, and excess redacted in the reported individuals. Due to the brief nature of the event, overseas bureau agents were not able to respond while it was active. Immediately upon arrival, agents collected audio recordings taken by local witnesses. All bureau monitoring stations located at global junctions of acoustic amplifications were directed to monitor any auditory events of similar pitch, wavelength, duration in an effort to trace echoes or epicenters. In the following week, similar cases were reported from both various amateur sources and the bureau stations in major cities across the globe. The subsequent events diminished in volume and frequency for each occurrence. Event is believed to be generated by planar friction, though this is not confirmed. What? Wait. Can we?
Director Faden here. I need a ranger dispatched to my position.
Reinforcements are here.
Oh. I wish I knew that sooner. I wouldn't have tried to waste all that time trying to do it in AWE. Although it wouldn't have mattered. Either way. No. Well, at least this will be a little bit easier, right? This place is kind of weird. Looks more like an apartment than offices. I don't know. But doing this again, huh? Who are you shooting at, buddy? Where is it? Yeah? There's someone here. You again? Are you joking? a sniper that could teleport anywhere at once, like literally just move around instantly. That's scary to think about. Oh, it was apparently it's considering all the stuff we just got. It seems to be a whatchamacallit, like a high tier elite. So we're not gonna be able to. We're not gonna probably see them. But still. Any of that? No. No. Don't worry, it fixes itself. No item, like no collectibles in here? Because no offense, but you could have put a substantial amount, like 2 or 3 of them. Heck, I would have put 5 or 6 in this place. Huh. Oh well.
Someone call a plumber.
Glad no one was around to hear that.
I like how Polaris activates all of a sudden. It's like I'm here. I heard you. I heard you make that joke. I'm disappointed. Yep. I think. Oh, there it's computer. What's gonna say? Dear House of... Oh, this is a dead letter. Dear House of Representatives. My husband Francis read an article before he died about how the universe was really just a computer program. He believed it. I thought it sounded silly, but now I think he was right. Francis was hit by a car a few months ago. A drunk driver. I don't think it was supposed to happen. My neighbor's son Jeremy broke one of our windows with a football a week before Francis died. Francis yelled at Jeremy for it. He was a bit harsh. This is important because I see Jeremy on his computer though, through their living room window. He's on it all the time. His mother says he's a computer whiz. I think Jeremy is operating the computer program and he changed the universe so that driver would hit Francis. He did it to get back at Francis for yelling at him. Is there a way to change the computer and make Francis come back? I have some money if it's expensive. I don't know how these things work. I don't care if Jeremy gets in trouble or not. I just want Francis to come home. Francis and I were happy together. I can feel him not being here. And I know it's not right. Jeez. That's kind of messed up. It's like, why you don't read things like that? You don't read things about computer simulators and stuff thinking that's the real world. Because then you see someone being a computer whiz like she did and assume that they're controlling the program, and it's like, there's no program to control or anything. It's just... Found the bathroom, though. The hole in the bathroom. How about that? Let's talk about the hole in the bathroom, because there's a hole in the bathroom, guys. There's an entire... Completely got sucked into the astral plane. Anyway. That was. That's just. It's funny and sad because it was funny and then we found the. Oh no. Alright, what's this? Evaluation hall. There's stuff in there. We must get the stuff. Shifting. Bathrooms. Bathroom. There's the supplement. Okay. Now we can learn the other half of this. Recordings of the audio phenomenon were uploaded onto the internet shortly after the event. These records circulated rapidly on popular message boards. The communications department utilized this exposure by creating Sky Trumpet or hoax videos and posted related theories to spread confusion and draw attention away from the event's supernatural origin. Industrial noise, practically the sound of metal drilling, was found to be the widely accepted explanation. Theories about the sound emanating from the Earth itself, known as a seismic hum, emerged from the public itself and were encouraged by the Bureau to generate further ministerial action and eventual public disinterest. Witnesses of the event were monitored discreetly afterwards. Observed symptoms were consistent with redacted deprivation, but subsided after 12 to 15 days. The length of the symptoms directly correlated to the individual's proximity, unsheltered, to the supposed epidemic. One link on the accidental casualty can be listed. Effects are plan fraction on hearing aids. Huh. So we have one death, I guess we're trying to say. Professor.
You're listening to America Overnight, a beacon in the darkest recesses
Oh.
of possibility for more than 29
Was this 82?
We have another letter from a listener. This one's unsigned but postmarked from Toledo. It says, "Dear America Overnight, I have the most wonderful appliance for your listeners. It is a miracle of God. A fondue set. A fountain. A blessed gift. Blessed is spelled with a capital B. Go on, they write. Dive on in. It is molten hot. Perfect for meat." No signature. As far as I know, no fondue set was sent to us here at the studio. Just this letter. Wait. I think there's something else in the envelope. Some kind of black powder. With white shards in it? Bone, maybe? Karen. What is this? Karen? We're on the air, Karen. Where are you? What? What's this powder in the booth?
Oh no.
Is this ash? Oh,
So they tracked him. So the blessed found him. So that's what happened. Wait, are we in the collapse department? Yeah. Are we considering this the collapse department on home point? No, that's transit. Go back one. We can get the other. Here. And hearts, data, and entry. Once you enter the main room, look slightly to your right. It's here. From the collapse department control point, head towards data entry. Darkened doorway on the 4th floor. 3, 4. Huh? Head to the room on the 3rd floor directly below. In the corner. There it is.
You're listening to America Overnight, now in its 29th year. Or is it?
No, this is the episode. This is before the one we heard
Please, don't worry.
before.
Tonight we're discussing thrift store oddities and one-of-a-kind finds. Peggy's on the line from Biloxi. She and her husband found a beautiful Himalayan salt lamp at a garage sale. Tell us about it, Peggy.
I'd heard of salt lamps, you know, those glowy rocks you plug in. They're supposed to release negative ions. Clear the air? I got one, only $4, and I put it in our living room. I thought it would look nice there. It gives the whole room this lovely orange glow.
Now, this is usually when the call takes a turn.
It's my husband. When he's in the living room, he won't take his eyes off the lamp. He's obsessed with it. If I turn it off, he gets so upset. He says it needs to stay on no matter what. Last night, I woke up at 3 a.m. He wasn't in bed. I found him in the living room staring at the lamp. He was smiling. His eyes were open, but I thought he might be sleepwalking, so I shook him. He just kept smiling at the
Peggy, I'm so sorry to cut you off there, but we need to go to commercial. I'd like you to stay on the line, though. My producer, Karen, needs a little more information. Okay?
Okay.
America over.
Did you hear what he said in the background? He turned to someone and said something about sending someone over there, which is proof that the bureau designed this radio talk show in order to find objects of power, altered items, altered world events and stuff. That's actual proof. The thing is, the Blessed found out who they were, found out about the talk show and stuff, and they went after them because Karen and that guy who's the host are both agents. So, yeah, anyway. I'm wondering if we'll see the Blessed in Alan Wake 2. I kind of wanna take a break. Try to find the rest and set up a whatchamacallit for the rest of these, if it's possible. Because we found quite a bit of them, thankfully. Plus, I kind of do need a break. I'm gonna try to finish talking to everyone as quickly as I can, and then we'll be able to. So yeah.